Ooh, what's up, everybody? This is Fred Richani of TSC News here to review WWE New Year's Revolution 2006, an obscure pay-per-view that took place back in the day. I figured with the new year coming about, why not review a New Year-themed pay-per-view? And this took place on January 8th, 2006 at the Pepsi Arena in Albany, New York. And it was once again headlined, much like last year, by an Elimination Chamber match, this time featuring John Cena, who is making headway as the top babyface in all of WWE, taking on Shawn Michaels, Chris Masters, Carlito, Kane, and Kurt Angle. Keep in mind, this was actually a little over a year before he engaged in an awesome feud with Shawn Michaels, leading up to WrestleMania 23 and beyond. Pretty good match. I'd say maybe even great. Elimination Chamber matches are always pretty entertaining outside of a few in 2015. This was damn entertaining. John Cena fought his ass off. A really good storyline throughout the match was, could Cena survive? Because he did start out number one along with Shawn Michaels. And at the end, it was the two young upstarts, Carlito and Chris Masters, double teaming John Cena, who was beat up, bloodied up at the time when blading was not banned by WWE. This at the time, WWE was still TV-14. They were not in the PG era as of yet. And John Cena was able to outsmart both, got the win lastly on Carlito. But then something happened. The Elimination Chamber was raised. Cena was going to celebrate. And Mr. McMahon comes out and says that this man is cashing in his Money in the Bank contract for a title shot. Now, while that may seem like commonplace in 2015, going into 2016, that was not commonplace in 2006 because, you see, that was the very first time anybody ever cashed in their Money in the Bank contract. Edge, alongside his girlfriend Lita, he had a ton of momentum on his side, developing the Rated R Superstar persona, which he would cultivate for years to come, came out with the briefcase, handed it to Vince McMahon, was walking to the ring, running to the ring, ready to take that title from Cena. He had won the Money in the Bank briefcase last year at WrestleMania 21. Got in the ring, hit the spear, but John Cena kicked out. Hit another spear. John Cena didn't kick out. 1, 2, 3. Oh my. And Edge was the brand new WWE Champion. Unfortunately, his reign was short-lived, but for those 3 short weeks of his initial WWE title run, he proved to draw ratings, he proved to draw record page views on WWE.com, and he set the stage for what would be a tremendous main event career for the next 5 years before he unfortunately had to retire after WrestleMania 27 due to a neck injury in 2011. But man, it would have been nice to have Edge hold the title, keep it up until WrestleMania 22, have that match with John Cena. But look, everything happens for a reason. John Cena shortly recaptured the title at Royal Rumble 2006, went on to defend it in a damn good match with Triple H at WrestleMania 22, where it was also vociferously booed. And then he engaged in a feud with Rob Van Dam during the ECW revival. Rob Van Dam screwed up and failed a drug test, or actually he didn't fail a drug test, he got caught in the car with marijuana, which was still pretty bad as the WWE champion at the time. He lost the title to Edge in a triple threat match with himself and John Cena. And later in late 2006, John Cena and Edge went on to have a great feud. And you could say, The Rock versus John Cena drew a lot more money, which it did. You could say that CM Punk versus John Cena may have had slightly stronger mic work. But if you're telling me what was the best feud John Cena's ever had in the WWE, I gotta say it was John Cena versus Edge. Just two guys who couldn't be any more different. One stands for hustle, loyalty, and respect. One is the Rated R Superstar. I know it might be blasphemous to compare these two to these two other guys, but if you ever wanted, at least from just a creative standpoint, the type of chemistry that The Rock and Steve Austin had, I'm talking just from a creative standpoint, not a financial standpoint, creatively, and in the ring, John Cena and Edge, to me, was that perfect match. So I would strongly recommend you guys go watch this match on the network. I would strongly recommend you guys watch Edge and John Cena's matches together. Not so much their Royal Rumble 2006 match. That match wasn't that great at all. But they had a great match at SummerSlam 2006, and they had an excellent feud-ending tables, ladders, and chairs match at Unforgiven 2006, which took place in September of that year, where John Cena captured the world title. It was great. I got nothing bad to say about that. As far as the rest of the show goes, a hell of a lot better undercard than last year's show. We had Ric Flair defeat Edge via disqualification. Ric Flair retained his IC title via DQ, and people wondered, why would Edge get himself DQ? Doesn't he want to win the IC title and hold it with the Money in the Bank briefcase? Well, we later found out it was all part of Edge's master plan. We had Trish Stratus defeat Mickie James to retain the women's title. And this match was very similar to John Cena and Edge's first match in early 2006. Wasn't great, but it led bigger things to come, which was a WrestleMania match where Mickie James went crazy, got cheered over Trish Stratus, and won the WWE Women's Championship, paving the way for a hell of a career in WWE. We had Jerry Lawler defeat Gregory Helms, who used to be the Hurricane. He was the superhero based off of the Green Lantern character, albeit a comedy character. And for whatever reason, Jerry Lawler, a 50-something-year-old man at the time, beat Gregory Helms, who, in my opinion, was one of the more criminally underrated wrestlers of his generation. But Gregory Helms did bounce back because just a few short weeks later, he entered a Cruiserweight Open at Royal Rumble 2006 and captured the Cruiserweight title and ended up being the longest reigning WWE Cruiserweight champion of all time. And actually, I think the longest reigning Cruiserweight champion in general, including the WCW title history. So good for him. We had Triple H defeat The Big Show. This match was slow and went way too long. We had Shelton Benjamin defeat Viscera. This match sucked, although Shelton Benjamin did the best that he could. This was at the time when they thought Shelton Benjamin needed a little more of an edge, so they hired a black actress to play his mama. Think of the movie Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence. That's essentially what the character was based off of, which was preposterous at the time, and even more preposterous looking back at it 10 years later. Very, very bizarre. You'd think they'd look at Shelton Benjamin's incredible in-ring talent, even if he lacked some charisma, and said, wow, this guy's marketable. But no, they had to cast him with a stereotypical mother. And that was short-lived, thankfully. We had Ashley Massaro, the former Diva Search winner and Playboy cover girl, defeat Maria Kanellis, who's still around these days in ROH and rumored to be going to TNA at this time. Torrie Wilson, Victoria, a.k.a. Tara from TNA, and Candice Michelle in a bra and panties gauntlet match. This is another match that went way too long, although it was a lot easier on the eyes than Triple H versus The Big Show. And as noted, Edge, in an official match in about a minute and a half, defeated John Cena to win the WWE Championship. And also, for anybody that's wondering what the dark match was, as a trivia note, it was Chavo Guerrero Jr. beating our buddy Gene Snitsky. So overall, I gotta say, a thumbs-up pay-per-view. Would I call it great from top to bottom? No, but often with pay-per-views, whether it be UFCs, boxing matches, or WWE shows, or any kind of wrestling shows are usually remembered based on the main event. And the main event was pretty damn good. The ending was spectacular. So I give this show a thumbs up. But I want to hear from you. Were you in attendance in Albany, New York for New Year's Revolution 2006? Did you order the pay-per-view at the time like myself? Or did you later go back and watch it on DVD or on the network? Are you interested in going back and watching it on the network for just $9.99 a month? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Tweet us. Facebook us. Do what you got to do. If you enjoyed this retro review, please like, please share, take care, and don't forget to subscribe for more WWE videos.